Well, it is a hot topic lately, especially among home buyers. With interest rates in flux, many are wondering if this is the right time to buy and if you can even afford it. And we are joined right now by Ann Davis, the Chief Lending Officer at First Financial Bank, to break down how you should approach that big decision to buy a home and what to do with all of the interest rates increasing. And thanks so much for joining us here.
Let's get right into it, because I do think this is such a hot topic for so many people. I was just talking with a girlfriend who has a daughter. They're desperately trying to find a house, and every time they put in a bid, it's gone, even when they overbid. Yep. So what are you seeing in the market right now?
Well, it's interesting. We did see a lull in buying for a long time as rates were going up, as normal, right? So people are afraid to buy as rates are going up, but now we're seeing that demand come back. So what happens is consumers kind of normalize. It normalizes for them, and then they start buying again. And so people are struggling to find that inventory. We see the same things, ironically, when rates are dropping. People hesitate to refinance because they're like, oh, well, is it going to be lower? But then it normalizes and people start refinancing. So we're just kind of in that space where people have gotten used to the higher rates, and the demand is high.
Yeah, and we know this has been particularly brutal on those first-time prospective home buyers. If someone is thinking about buying right now, Ann, what are some tips that you can share based on your experience?
Yeah, well, first they should just think about their current situation. So rent, along with housing prices, is going up. So they should really assess what are they paying in rent, and is now a good time to buy. And then if they're going to buy, they should know what their credit score is and maybe work with their bank to try to improve that if it's lower, because a higher credit score will get you the best rate possible. And then look at your debts and make sure you know your budget, make sure it's affordable for you. If you have a lot of debt, maybe look to consolidate it, which would also help your credit score. So, and then obviously, last but not least, saving for that down payment. And a first-time home buyer, it's probably that 5% range would be good. If you can have 10%, that's amazing, but you know, you really want to start to try to save.
You're talking about those buyers who have great credit, but what about the non-traditional buyer out there who maybe can't check all of those boxes?
Yeah. Well, banks have a lot to offer. First Financial is one of them. You know, we have first responders, a community first program. So we have affordability programs for those that are first responders. We also have down payment assistance. Many banks do. And one thing I always say to folks, especially now that affordability is such a big topic, is you know, marry the house, date the rate. So maybe look at programs that, like an adjustable rate mortgage, which would be lower at the beginning and may increase over time, but usually by the time it increases, rates are coming down.
I had to think about that one. Marry the house, date the rate. I like that. That's very clever.
There we go. So don't think so much on what it is right now, because that could be adjusted in the future.
I know
Correct.
You don't have a crystal ball, but do you foresee the prices, the interest rates going down in the next year, 6 months to a year?
We do, probably on the longer end of that, probably a year. They'll never be what they were. I mean, in the pandemic, unfortunately, all that assistance that came into communities, they'll never be that low again, but they'll be lower than they are now. So again, that's why, you know, think about the home and not the rate. That's usually a short-term
And let go of the good old days.
Yes, the good old days are gone, unfortunately.
Ann Davis, thank you so much with First Financial. Thanks so much for being here with us and joining us on this topic that I think so many people are constantly having in their house. If they're wanting to, you know, maybe they don't want their house anymore, but they feel like they can't get another house for the same price, right? Because the interest rates are so high. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, now.